This is the Roulette Master, and I cannot wait to introduce to you the new roulette system from Rocky and Renee. This is called Roulette Euphoria, and I'm going to put their new system, which they say is unbelievable, up against JS21 today. Each is going to get 15 minutes of playtime. Let's see which one makes the most money, and man, I can't wait to share this with you. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, with JS21, we're going to start with $10 on first and second 12 and spin. The timer is set for 15 minutes. Both these systems will get 15 minutes of playtime, and I'm going to show you everything you need to know with both these systems to make money in the casino. And that's a $10 win. So with JS21, we just rebet and spin. We're up $10 now, and here we go. That's a 24 black, and that's another win. So until we get a loss, we'll just continue to do this. We're up 20. Let's go ahead and spin. The key to this is what happens when you do hit a third 12 or a 0. We haven't done that yet. That's another win with the 22 black. Fantastic. So we're currently up 30. And let's just spin again. So the only way to lose with this one is to hit a third 12 or a 0. And guess what? I'm going to show you how you cannot lose on a third 12 and 0. So we did lose that one, though. And what we're going to do now is sit out until we don't hit a third 12 or 0. And what this does is it makes it to where you can't lose consecutively on the only way to lose. And that's pretty incredible. And we did not hit a third 12 or 0. So now we actually take the bet up 2 units. So let's go ahead and do that. And you can see our last bet was 10 each. Now it's going to be 30 each. Okay, let's go ahead and spin. Here we go. All right, let's see what we get, and that is a 12 red. That's another win. Fantastic. So anytime you win at the $30 level, you know you're in profit, you restart. So we're going to go back to the original $10, $10, $20 total bet, and here we go again. Let's see what we get. That's a 1 red. Okay, that's a $10 win, and we're up 50. Let's just rebet and spin. And you can also you can play this with a $200 bankroll in dollar units, or like we're doing today with a $2,000 bankroll in $10 units. Okay, we lost. So when we lose, you can see temporarily that dropped us from 50 back to 30. But now we're going to spin, and we're going to make sure we don't have consecutive losses on third 12 or 0. And look at that. That just saved us some money right there. And the cool thing about this, and we're going to spin again without betting, is you could have 30 in a row of third 12s and 0s, and guess what? You're not going to lose on any of them. So that's pretty incredible. And we finally didn't hit a third 12 or 0, so now we go up 2 units from 10 to 30. That's a $60 total bet, and if we get a win here, we know we're in session profit. That's a 12 red, and we did it. So we reset. Now you see we're up 60. Let's put 10 on first and second 12 again, and we're off and running one more time. Here we go. That's a 9 red. That's a win, so we'll just keep taking these $10 wins. We're up 70 now. Let's go ahead and spin again here. And this system was created by Joe and Barnes. And there's a 0. So again, you can only lose with third 12 or 0s, or 0 or double 0, that is. So let's spin now and make sure we don't have back-to-back third 12s or 0s. We do not, so it's time to bet again, and we go from 10 to 30. Just like that. Okay, let's go ahead and spin, then we'll check our balance again and see how much profit we have. Okay, we won, so we reset. Make sure you stick around with this one, and we're up 80 because you need to know what to do if you lose on that $30 bet. Okay, so that's going to be really important. And that's a 13 black. That's a win. All right, that's another $10. We're up 90. We'll just rebet and spin. If we get this one, we'll be up 100 already. Okay, that's a 34 red. That's a loss, so we're going to spin without betting. And like I said before, even if you had 20 or 30 in a row, third 12s or 0s, you wouldn't lose any of them. And we just saved our money right there by not betting. We would have lost that one, but we didn't because we didn't bet. And we did not hit third 12 or 0, so it's time to bet again. And then at that point, we go up 2 units from 10 to 30. And let's go ahead and spin. If we win, we reset. If we don't, then I'll show you what to do next. Okay, we won, so we reset. Back to 10 each. Okay, we're up $100 now. Let's go ahead and spin. And here we go. And coming up, I'll share with you what to do when you have multiple losses there. But that's a 27 red. That's another loss. You might see it here in a second. And we're going to spin without betting until we don't hit third 12 or 0. We're 5 minutes in out of 15 so far. We did not hit third 12 or 0, so we changed the bets from 10 to 30 up 2 units. Okay, let's go ahead and spin. This is a $60 total bet. Let's see what we get here. That's an 8 black. Okay, that's a $30 win, so we reset. Make sure you stick around to see what happens when you lose that one. And we're up 110 now. Let's go ahead and spin again here. We're 5.5 minutes in out of 15, and that's a 5 red. That's another win, so we'll just keep piling up the wins. We're up 120. All right, let's spin again. 20 total, 10 on each. Here we go, and that's a 34 red. Okay, that's a loss, so we're going to spin without betting, and we're going to make sure we don't have back-to-back losses on third 12 or 0. We do not, so it's time to bet again. We go from 10 to 30, up 2 units. Okay, now let's go ahead and spin, then we'll check our balance after this one. We're 6 minutes in out of 15. But we lost. Okay, this is what you need to know. So now we're going to, and you can see temporarily that dropped us back to 40. We're going to spin without betting till we don't hit third 12 or 0 again. We did not, so it's time to bet again. We add 2 more units. Now instead of 30, we have 50 on each. That's a $100 total bet, and let's spin. That's a 30 red, though. That's a loss. Okay, so this is important to know. We're going to spin again without betting and make sure we don't hit third 12 or 0 again. We did not. It's time to bet again, so we go up another 2 units. Now we're going to go from 50 to 70. We're temporarily minus 60, but don't worry, we'll get that back. Let's see what we get here. That's a 5 red. That's a win. So this is the important part. You can see we're only up 10. Since we're not in session profit, when we get wins and we're not in session profit, we leave the bet the same. We don't go up another 2 units. We just keep it the same and spin. Okay, that's a win with a 6 black. That's a $70 win. We're still not in session profit, so we just rebet and spend. 7.5 minutes in out of 15 with JS21, and that's a win. That's a 3 red. Okay, we're up 150, so now let's reset and go back to base level. So real important to know what is session profit or what is close to session profit. It doesn't have to be exact, and there's a loss. So we spin without betting, make sure we don't have 10 or 20 or 30 in a row losses, and we didn't have one there, so it's time to bet again. Because the cool thing about that is, now we're at 30 each, 60 total, is if you did have 20 in a row, you just would have escaped the worst thing ever, and that feels pretty good. And we just lost there at 30, so guess what? We spin without betting, and we make sure that we don't hit a third 12 or 0 before we go to the $50 bet. We did not hit third 12 or 0, so it's time to go to the $50 bet, up 2 units. Okay, I dropped us back a little bit. Let's see what we get here. Okay, that's a 00. That's a loss. So this is worst case scenario, but it's good to see what you need to do. Okay, so now we're going to spin without betting. And we're going to make sure we don't hit third 12 or 0. That's a 28 black. Okay, but we did. Guess what? So this is going to save us. We would have lost that 28 black, but we did not. Guess what? That's a 25 red. We would have lost that one as well. Okay, let's rebet and spin. Here we go. All right, that's a 30 red. We would have lost that one also. Actually, I'm sorry. I made a mistake there. We should not have bet that one. So let me see what I did there. That was at 50 each. And we should have kept waiting until we didn't hit third 12 or 0. So my mistake there. Let's go ahead and spin again. Here we go. Okay, so it's still going with third 12s and 0s. Let's spin again. So that cost us $50. But if you do make a mistake when you're playing roulette, just get right back on board and get right back to what you were doing. Okay, now it's time to go, and now we'll do the 50 on. Actually, we'll go to 70 now since we lost at that 50. We'll go up 2 more units. Let's go ahead and spin. That's a 28 black, and we lost. So we're going to go up another 2 units, but first we're going to spin and make sure we don't have consecutive losses on third 12 or 0. And that's a 12 red. We did not hit third 12 or 0. So it's time to bet again. Let's go up another 2 units. Okay, we're at 90 each, 180 total now, and let's go ahead and spin. That's a 12 red. Okay, that's a win. You can see we're minus 180, so we just rebet and spin. Let's see how many wins we can get here. And guess what? We lost again. Okay. So now we spin without betting. And this is why you need the bankroll, the $2,000 bankroll or the $200 bankroll with dollar units. And guess what? This is saving us by not betting. We would have lost that one as well. So let's spin until we don't hit third 12 or 0. That's a 10 black. We did not hit third 12 or 0, so it's time to bet again. Now we're going to go up to 110 up 2 units. And all we need now is to get some wins consecutively. And if you're patient enough, that will usually happen. But you have to have bankroll and patience. So you can see we're minus 250, but we're just going to stay at this 220 level, 110 on each, and try to get some consecutive wins. And we got another one there. Okay, so you can see that took us to minus 140. We're going to spin again. Eventually, you're going to go on a run when you have 2 of the 3 covered. But our run just ended there, so that's okay. So here's what you want to do. We're going to spin without betting. Make sure we don't have third 12 or 0 consecutive again. But guess what? That saved us right there. That's a 34 red. Let's spin again. And even if there were 20 or 30 in a row, you wouldn't lose any of them except for the first one. So we lost that. I'm sorry. It's time to bet again. We didn't hit third 12 or 0 finally. So we're going to go from 110 to 130, 260 total. We're 12 minutes in out of 15. Let's make a comeback here. And there's a 7 red. All right, that's a 130 win. We're just going to rebet and spin. And I think, we've been patient. Let's see if we can get some wins without a third 12 or 0. There's another win, 19 red. Okay, we're minus 100. And even after all of this mess and the mistake I made earlier, if we get a win here, we're going to be back in profit. That's a 16 red. So see, we're up 30. We're not in session profit, so we're going to just rebet and spin. See if we can get another one here. And we got it, 21 red. So see how that works? And that even made up for the mistake earlier. We're up 160 now. We go back to 10 each and spin. Here we go. We're 13 minutes in out of 15. That's a 31 black. That's a loss. Okay, so we spin. We make sure we don't have consecutive back-to-back third 12s or 0s. And that saved us right there again. Look at that. That's awesome. So like I said, even if there were 20 in a row, all we would have lost was the first bet. And look at this. That's amazing. We would have lost that as well, but we did not lose a single thing. Okay, that's a 19 red. Okay, it's time to bet again. So we go up 2 units from 10 to 30. After all that mess, we didn't lose anything except for the first bet of 10 on each. And that's a 12 red. That's a win. Anytime you win on 30, you know you can reset. We're up 170 now. We reset back to 10 each. And let's spin. We're almost 14 minutes in out of 15 with JS21. That's a 36 red. Okay, and that's a loss. So let's go ahead and spin without betting. Make sure we don't have consecutive third 12s or 0s. And guess what? It saved us again. Look at that. Incredible. We would have lost that one. And like I said, there could be 20 of these in a row. It wouldn't hurt us at all. And look at that. It saved us again. Double 0. We would have lost that. We would have lost the 36, the 29, and the double 0. But we didn't. So let's see if this continues. Okay, it's time to bet again finally. It almost hit 0. It tried to, didn't it? Okay, so now we will go up 2 units. but we're only at the $30 level because we didn't have to bet on all those ones that were high numbers or zeros, and we got the win. So since we got the win at 30, we're good to go. We can reset. We're up 180. And let's go ahead and spin again. Here we go. That's a win. We just ran out of time with JS21. That's 15 minutes. And we made $190 in profit with JS21 from Joe and Barnes. So I hope you enjoyed that one. Make sure that you test it on Roulette Royale or whatever you use to test. And share in the comments how you do. It really helps everyone in the community out. That's what this is all about, is helping each other decide which systems you can take to the casino to use money. And don't do that until you test them out yourself and see how other people did in the comments. So you help them out, they help you out. That's what it's all about. And now it is time for the new system of the day. I can't wait to share this one with you. This is going to be incredible, I think. Let's go ahead and just jump right into it and get started and see if it can make more than 190 in the next 15 minutes. Here we go. All right, the time is finally here for the new roulette system from Rocky and Renee. This is called Roulette Euphoria. I can't wait for this. Let's just jump right into it, get started, and place the bets. Okay, so what we're going to do with this one is we are going to follow the winner to start on a 12. And let's go ahead and place the bet, which puts us on the second 12 since 16 hit last. But there's a lot more to this than that because we're going to be changing that bet selection as we go through. And I'm going to show you what they're up to and how they're making money in the casino with this. So let's go ahead and spin. And we're on second 12. Here we go. The timer's set and we're off and running. That's a 16 red. That's a good one to start. That's a back-to-back 16. So you can see we're up 20 after one spin. So we're going to stay on second 12 for 10. And we're going to play the follow the winner on first and second or third 12, whatever hits. But again, that's going to change, and I'm going to show you when it changes and why. And we're going to place another $10 bet on, but this time it's not going to be on second 12. It's going to be on first 12 because we just hit the 5. So we're looking for a repeat at the beginning of this strategy, and that's a 17 black. Okay, so now we're going to go from that $10 bet to a $20 bet, but we're going to go back to second 12 and spin. There we go. Let's see what we get here. That's an 18 red. We got it. So anytime you win, you reset and you go back to the 10, the original bet that's on the one that hit last, which would still be second 12. We're up $40 now. But there's going to be a moment where it changes away from follow the winner. And again, I'm going to show you why and everything you need to know with this system to make money in the casino. So our second bet is also $10, and but it'll be on first 12 now because that's what hit last. Let's go ahead and spin here. And Rocky and Renee say they absolutely love this and making lots of money in the casino. So that's a lot of fun. So now we're going to place a $20 bet on second 12. So far we've gone 10, 10, 20. And we're moving along with the numbers that hit on first, second, or third 12. Okay, so now we go from 20 to 30, and we're going to go to third 12. That's because it hit last with the 25 red. And we got it. That's a 33 black. But make sure you hang in there. There's going to be an adjustment here coming up. And we're going to stay on third 12, but drop back to 10. We're up $60 already. And here we go. All right, let's see what we get here. That's a 25 red. That's a win. So we'll definitely take that. Let's put another 10 on third 12. And we're up 80 right now. Let's spin again and see what we get. That's a 22 black. That's a loss. So our second $10 bet will go on second 12. Okay, and there's going to be a point where this stops playing follow the winner. Okay, that's a 35 black. Okay, so now our $20 bet's going to go on third 12. Because that's what hit last, and here we go. We're almost 3 minutes in out of 15, and that's a double zero. We don't like that, but that's okay. We're going to go from 20 to 30, and we'll still be on third 12. Okay, let's spin again. Here we go. So if you get a zero, you just act like it's not there. It is a loss, but we got the win finally with 32 red. So that's a $60 win. We're up $100 already, and we'll be on third 12 for 10. We reset when we get a win, But there's going to be a point where the betting changes the way we bet, and that's going to be coming up here. So that's a loss there. Our second $10 bet looks like it's going on first 12.
No more bet.
So here we go. Let's see what we get here. That's another loss. So now our $20 bet's going to go on third 12. That's because the 29 just hit, and that's in the third 12. That's a 33 black. That's a win. Okay, so we'll stay on third 12, but when you get the win, you drop back to the beginning. We're up 120, and we have a $10 bet on third 12. All right, here we go. That's another win, 28 black. We'll take it. Okay, we'll put another $10 bet on third 12. We're up 140, and let's go ahead and spin here. Okay, that's a 7 red. All right, so our second $10 bet goes on first 12.
No more bet.
All right, let's go ahead and spin here and see what we get. That's a 19 red. And that's a loss. So now our $20 bet goes on second 12. Let's go ahead and bet that here and see what we get on that one. Okay, that's a 21 red. That's good. Okay, so now we are up $160. So after that win, now we're going to place the first $10 bet on second 12. Let's go ahead and do that. And here we go. Okay, that's a 0. So that's definitely a loss. Our second $10 bet will go on second 12 also. Because when you hit a 0, you just go to the number that you hit before. But again, this is all going to be changing once we hit a certain point, which is going to be coming up here. And I can't wait to share that with you. Okay, now our $20 bet's going to go on third 12.
No more bet.
Let's go ahead and spend. Then we'll check our balance after this one. And here we go. That is a 20 black. Okay, that's a loss. So now we're going to have a $30 bet on second 12.
No more bet.
Again, we're following the winner, but only to a certain point, which I'm going to share with you here shortly. And that's a 36 red. Okay, now we're going to place a $50 bet on third 12. But this is the last one that we're going to place on follow the winner. And here we go. Okay, and we lost. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to pick one of the 3 12s and we're going to stay on it. And we're going to go to an $80 bet. So if you look on here, the one that's been the longest since it's hit at this point is first 12. So we're going to go first 12 for 80 and spend. And we're going to stay on first 12 now. And we got it, 10 black. Okay, so basically what we're doing here is they're adding up the 2 previous bets. It's Fibonacci, but we're actually mixing it up once we get past the $50 level, and we're going from follow the winner to the one that's been the longest to hit, and that really mixes it up so that you don't lose on a long stretch of something. We're up 200 already, but now we go back to follow the winner. We'll be on first 12 for 10. So when you get the win, you reset back to the very beginning of the system. And that's a double 0. That's a loss. So our second $10 bet will go on first 12 and spin. So you go 10, 10, and then after that you add up the 2 previous bets to get your next bet. That's a 14 red. Okay, so now we'll place our $20 bet on second 12. We're 8 minutes in now out of 15. And that's a 16 red. All right, fantastic. So now all of a sudden we're up to 20. We'll be on second 12 for 10, follow the winner. And again, we do that 10, 10, 20, 30, 50. And that's as far as we go with follow the winner. We'll place our second $10 bet on third 12 this time.
No more bet.
All right, here we go. That's a loss, so we'll place our $20 bet on first 12.
No more
All right, here we go. See if we can get a low number here. And we did. That's a 7 red. Fantastic. Okay, so we reset. So we'll be at 10 on first 12. Follow the winner. We're up to 40. And here we go. We're 9 minutes in out of 15. And that's a 5 red. That's another win. So we're just going to stay on first 12 for 10 until it doesn't hit. We're up to 60 already. And so far I see what Rocky and Renee are doing here. This looks pretty good. Okay, so we'll place our second $10 bet on third 12. Let me back that up. There we go. And let's see what we get here. That's a loss. So now we'll place our $20 bet all the way over on first 12 after we hit the 5 red. And we'll follow the winner on that one. Only up to the $50 bet. That's an 8 black. And we got the win. So we'll be first 12 for 10 now. We're up 280. And you can really see that the profits, that's what Rocky really talked about in the email he sent me, is about how the profits just really escalate with this system. And now our second $10 bet will go on third 12.
No more bets.
And here we go. Let's see what we get. That's a 23 red. Okay, so we'll place our $20 bet now on second 12.
No more bets.
And spin. We're a little over 10 minutes in out of 15 with Rocky and Renee's Roulette Euphoria, and that's a 26 black. So we'll go from 20 to 30 now, and we'll be on third 12.
No more bets.
And then after this, if we lose, we'll go to 50, but that's it for follow the winner. And then we go back to longest to hit, but we got it there. So that's awesome, and you can see the profits are still going up. We're up 300, and we'll drop back to 10, follow the winner on third 12. Here we go. That's a 14 red. That's a loss, so we'll place our second $10 bet on second 12, follow the winner after that last hit. Here we go. So it starts out 10, 10, 20, 30, 50, and then it switches, and we'll go over that again here in a second. So we'll place our $20 bet on third 12.
No more bets.
And then we'll check our balance after this one. That's a 17 black. That's a loss. So we go to 30, and we'll be on second 12. Okay, we're currently still up 260 even after those losses. So let's see what we get here. And that's a 10 black. That's a loss. So now we go to our final bet of follow the winner. So we'll have 50 on first 12. Let's go ahead and spin. And we lost. So now we go to 80. Again, we're adding up the two previous bets to get our next bet. And the $80 bet's going to be on the longest to hit now, which in this case would be second 12. And then now we're going to stay on second 12. We're not going to move it around anymore. Okay, and we lost that one. Okay, so now we add the 80 plus the 50 for a 130 total bet, and we'll stay on second 12.
No more
All right, here we go. And that's another loss, 33 black. This is why you need the $2,000 bankroll or the $200 bankroll for dollar units. But now we have a 210 bet on second 12. Again, we're not moving it anymore. All right, let's go ahead and spin. Here we go. Let's see if we can get a second 12 hit. We did not. That's a third 12 hit. So now we're going to add the 210 plus the 130. That's 210, 310 plus 30. That's 340. And we'll be on second 12. And let's hope that we get it on this one. Let's see if we can get a win here. Otherwise, we're going to need to add 340 plus the last bet. And we did lose again. That's 30 red. Okay, so now we have to add up. Remember, we went 10, 10, 20, 30, 50, 80, and then 130. And then we added the 130 plus the 80 for 210. Then we added the 210 on top plus the 130. That was 210, 310 plus 30 was 340. And then this last bet, we just did 340. So 340 plus 210. 340, 440, 540, 550 would be our second 12 bet. Okay, let's see if we can get a win here. We still have enough bankroll. We still have about $1,500 left in the bankroll, so we're okay there, but we need to get a win soon. And that's not it. That's a 31 black. Okay, so now, again, we went to from the 210 plus the 130. That was 210, 310 plus 30. That was 340. And then now we have to add the 340 plus the 550. So if you add the 5 plus the 3, that's 800 plus those two is at 890. Let's see if we have that much left. And looks like right now all we have left is, looks like about 870. So let's do that. This will be our final attempt. We need to get a win here. All right, here we go. Oh my God, we got it on the last spin. $1,740. Boy, that was scary. So we ended up, and time just expired. And we just won $610 in 15 minutes with this one. It went really smoothly for a long time. And I really do like the Fibonacci sequence. And I like how how Rocky and Renee mix it up and go, only go so far with Follow the Winner and then mix it up. But man, that got a little stressful at the end. So, that's why whenever you gamble, make sure that you don't play with money that you can't afford to lose, because even with really good systems, anything can happen. And this is why it's so important that everybody tests these systems out and shares in the comments how they do. That's what really helps everyone decide if they should take a system to the casino or not. Don't just see a system and go to the casino with it. The steps are test it out yourself, and then look in the comments and see how everyone else did. And then if it looks really good still, then you can go test it out if you would like to. But man, that was pretty crazy there at the end. We still ended up winning though big, and both systems did today. But man, that was came down to the wire there. That was pretty crazy. So JS21, I hope you enjoyed that one first. And then the winner today is Rocky and Renee's Roulette Euphoria. So thank you for sending that one in, Rocky and Renee. Also, it's remember that all you have to do is go to roulettemaster.c@gmail.com to send in systems every single day of the week, 365 days a year. I pick one of your guys' systems to test, and then I test it on the channel at 7 a.m. Central Time. Then you guys test it and share in the comments what you guys think. That's how we search for the best roulette system possible, and I hope you guys are really enjoying that journey. And I sure love it, and let's keep it going. And I love seeing your emails every day. So again, that's roulettemaster.c@gmail.com. Look forward to what you have the rest of the week. And this is the Roulette Master, and have a great day, everybody.